Hello, it's Ginny again. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute since I guess I've been on here. Sorry. In fact, it's been so long I forgot how I recorded this, so I might look different. Um, on December 24th of this year, 2021, I celebrated my 6-month Surgiversary. And on that day, actually, I was 84.8 pounds down. Today, I am 85 pounds down. So that's what I'm celebrating. I have lost 44 inches. So I am content with that. I am happy with that as long as I keep moving. um, I know people move faster than that. I know people move slower than that. And I have learned through this journey that we just can't compare, because I know people who come out of surgery and they feel great, and I know people who come out of surgery and they really don't. And I'll discuss with you in a little bit how I felt, which I probably did some on my last video too, but I will also tell you some other things that have happened. But right now, I'll talk to you a little bit about the obvious. I'm sure you noticed that I'm no longer blonde. I have stopped bleaching my hair in order to try to preserve it. Now, I am fortunate that I was blessed with a lot of hair. And to be honest, I didn't expect to lose as much as I have. I bet I have lost at least, at this point, 3/4 of my hair. And I think that's a lot. I don't know if there's even a way to measure that, but I can show you from the side how very thin it is. And remember, it was very thick before. So I try not to let it bother me. I try to just go with it. I usually don't curl it. I wash it once or twice a week because that's what they say is best for it. I have gone darker. And I try to do the best that I can. If it comes to it, I guess I will have to get a wig or a hat. I expected it. I personally did not expect this much because I had so much hair to begin with. But that can kind of go back to talking about what I went through at first, and that was that I was very nauseated for the first, I would say 4 months. And as much as I tried to get in those protein drinks, I just couldn't get in all the protein that I needed to. Now, I will share with you something that has helped me, because there is something called Liquicell, and I will drop a link below of where you can find it, because you only need to drink an ounce of it for 18 grams of protein, or 15. I've got two different kinds. One is called Liquicell and one is something else. I can drop them both down below. But they don't taste, they're very sweet. It's kind of like drinking pop like pop without any fizz in it, but just the syrup. I don't like it, but I can handle an ounce. I could no longer do the shakes at the beginning because they literally gagged me. Excuse me, I need a drink. I'm very thirsty all the time too. But so I tried very hard to increase my protein, and I knew that I was probably going to pay with my hair with that. I didn't think I'd lose quite this much, like I said, but I did, and we'll go forward with it. I think now that I have, it has slowed down. I don't have to. It was getting so bad that I had to actually, in the shower, empty the drain in the middle of the shower so that the water would go down, and then empty it again at the end. And that's quite a bit. Or the tub would have just kept filling up and eventually overflowed. So that's a lot. I think that's a lot. The brush, I would have to take the hair out of the brush several times while I was brushing my hair. Now I find that I'm not doing that. I still lose some hair, of course, we all do, but it's certainly not as severe. Now, at the same time that it did start to slow down, I started taking a new hair, skin, and nails, and I will link that below. If I cannot link it below because it's sold mostly on HSN, it's Andrew Lessman's Hair, Skin, and Nails, and I have taken his products before. But if I can't link it below, I'll take a picture of it so that you can see it. I believe that has really helped me. If that isn't what helped me, that's when it started slowing down, is when I started taking those. But I am also 6 months out, and they say that it starts to slow down then. So I'm not sure. But I'm not going to stop taking those pills. They're more expensive. They're not chewable. They're not gummy. They're not fun. But I take them. In fact, I take 2 a day, not just one. I like them because they don't upset your stomach. You are supposed to eat with them, but I just take them with whatever I take them with my other pills or other vitamins when I eat. So that's something that I'll try to link below or take a picture of. I mentioned that I'm finally over the nausea, for the most part. I get it sometimes. I was very lucky. I never have, I really don't suffer with dumping. I can't say that I've had dumping. I have felt not well after I've eaten sometimes, but not for long. It passes fairly quickly, like within a half an hour. And I think that has usually been from me eating maybe 1 too many bites or 1.5 too many bites. I mean, for anybody that's out there and they're just starting this journey, listen to your body, because sometimes I just start to eat, I think, and already I'm feeling full, so I stick another couple of bites in there because I think there's no way. I still can't understand that I can be full that fast, but I am, and I need to listen to learn to my body more with that. So if you're just starting out and you think that, don't try to shovel more in, because that is what's made me the most sick on this journey, other than just feeling nauseated at the beginning. I don't know what that was from. My doctor can't explain it, other than she told me just to try to move more, and I tried, but I'll be honest, I was not good at it, because you don't feel like moving when you feel like you're going to throw up every time you move. So that's something that I went through, and I hope, but I'm very fortunate because I have never had the dumping. I also have never had constipation. I have been pretty lucky with that. Sometimes my stools are kind of hard, but for the most part I've had good luck with that. So I hope none of you have it either, but I'm sure some of you do. I know that's something that people suffer with. I am now starting to exercise more. I have done some exercising. I actually need double knee replacement. So I go to physical therapy for that, and so I try to go to that at least 2 to 3 times a week, and some of that is in water because it's for my knees. So that has been good for me, and then I try to add some to that at the end. Every time now that I go in for my shots for my knees, my doctor says it's time for your knee replacement, but I would like to lose more weight before I do my knee replacements. My thought is that, I'd like to lose more weight in case my husband has to help me more than I think. I'd like to be able to, for him to, lift me better. Okay, so I will talk about being cold. I know a lot of you are cold all the time. I am not cold all the time. I never have been. But I will tell you something that has changed for me is that when my hands, especially, and my feet to some degree, but my hands especially, when they get cold, I have a very hard time warming them up. And we live in Iowa, so this time of year is cold. I think in the next week, the wind chill is supposed to get in the minus, I don't know, 20s or something. So I'll be cold, but it's just my hands and my feet that I just can't always keep warm. It's like I can't get enough circulation for it. I have thought about taking something for circulation, and I might do that. Andrew Lessman has something for that too. So I've thought about starting that, but we'll see. I'll talk to the doctor about that too when I go back. I don't go back until I think it's February. And I missed the last appointment. Well, I didn't miss it. We had telehealth appointment last time because I had COVID. And that's another thing that I'll talk about is I had COVID in October of this year. And I can't say that it's the worst sickness I've had, but I do think because of this surgery and because of my immunity being down that I probably had it longer than, say, my family. I had no problems breathing. I was lucky that way. I felt like I had a bad flu, and the good thing about the flu is that it doesn't last very long, but this lasted a few weeks. So, and my family, it didn't seem to last as long for them. So I feel like my immunity is down since I've had surgery, partially because I haven't been able to get all the protein in. I am now, but partially because of that. Partially, I think, because we don't take in as many calories anymore. You start out taking in, a few hundred if you're lucky. And then now I'm up to maybe, 800 calories at the most. I don't know. So I think your body has a harder time fighting things. So at least with me, I have found that. So that's where I was at with COVID. So if you get COVID, don't panic. I think you'll get through okay. But talk to your doctor. Make sure that you go. And I got the IV fusion treatment. I can't remember what it's called, but it's out there, and your doctor will know about it. It's supposed to shorten the span of COVID and usually helps. Let's see. I guess I already mentioned that I'm thirsty a lot. I think some of that is some medication that I take for, I guess it's for different things that I have, but I am thirsty a lot, so I've never had a problem getting my water in. It is hard, I think, to not drink during meals. I think that's one of the harder things, but I do it. Yesterday we had at home here, it's just my daughter and my husband and I here for Christmas this time, and we had our Christmas dinner yesterday because we were doing things the other days, but we had our Christmas dinner and we had surf and turf. So we had lobster here at home, and I couldn't drink with it. And I don't mean drink alcohol, I just mean drink water. And I know I was very thirsty after having the lobster with some butter, and we had some cocktail sauce. And, so I had to wait the half hour after eating to have something to drink. And that takes some getting used to, but you get used to it, you know. So I think that's something that's kind of hard, but you get used to it. As far as clothes, now I would like to say that all of my clothes are getting too big for me. Today I tried on some pants that I had in the closet, some jeans that I had in the closet that I thought, oh, these have been too tight on me for such a long time that I'm going to try them on now and hopefully they'll work. Well, I put them on and they were way too big. So, which is great. But I did notice when I had jeans on, if your jeans get a little big, it makes you look bigger. And I asked my husband, he said the same thing. So I would suggest to you that if you are going on this journey, to keep leggings, because leggings will fit you longer. Even the leggings that I had from before, I still wear them around the house. They're still baggy, but they still don't. And if I had any pretty tight leggings before, I can still wear them. And at least they don't make me look bigger. They look big on me, but I don't know. You just have that baggy butt thing when you have jeans, and you don't look like you're smaller, and you want to look like you're smaller when you're getting smaller. Most of my tops, some of my tops, I can still wear. I don't mind things a little big, but I don't want to look sloppy either. And I want people to notice that you want to enjoy your weight loss. So do what you can. I know that it's hard because when we're in the middle of the journey, we don't want to spend a lot of money on clothes because we hopefully won't fit in them for very long. So that's, I think, I will say too that like everybody tells you, please keep up with your vitamins. It's hard to remember. Set a timer on your watch. Set a timer on your phone if you don't have a watch. Do whatever it is that you need to do to take those vitamins, because it's very important. And I think that you'll feel a difference if you don't. I have kept up with my vitamins, I think, pretty good. The first week or two maybe I couldn't, but after that I have been pretty religious with them. And they're hard, especially the calcium citrate, unless you're taking a chewable and you can stand that, that's great. I couldn't stand the chewables after surgery, so I am taking the big, I'm going like this, not quite that big. They're horse pills, and I don't like them, but I take them. And sometimes I have to eat something after I've taken that because it feels like it gets stuck in my throat. I have also had 2 infusions. I would say if you're feeling very down and very tired, which I have felt so tired since the surgery, it's just been in the last maybe couple of months that I've started to feel more like myself. But if you're feeling run down and tired, ask your doctor about infusions, because that can help you, just give you a little boost. And so that I had that. Actually, I had it right before I got COVID, and then I got COVID, and that kind of knocked me back. So then after I had COVID, I asked if I could have another infusion, and it had been long enough that I could, so they let me do that. And I think it helped me to bounce back then after that. So I hope everybody's doing well, and if you have any questions or want to talk, let me know in the comments. And I hope everybody had a very blessed Christmas in 2021. If you're beginning your journey, have patience. If you're further along than me, have patience. And I appreciate everyone so much, and I just hope it all goes well for everyone. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, one more thing I wanted to say was I will put a picture in here of what my hair looked like before. So if you weren't following me before, or if you don't remember, I will show you, because it's quite a difference. But times will change. This too shall pass. Okay, have a great day.